Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. So this is going to be a video on the Dwarven Mines Maze along with just everything going on in Monster Legends because I've kind of been absent for the last few days. I've been extremely busy, but I finally found the time to make a video. So let's just jump right into it, starting off with the Dwarven Mines Maze. Yes, the limited time available monster is Dunn, Raw, one of the most powerful monsters that has taken the game by storm with her trait. Right, starting the game off with Megatons, it just makes it so hard to dominate teams that have a Dunn Raw, especially when she's ranked up. You can't AoE deny, you have to first remove with positive effects. So, I mean, if you have a Thalassa, it's easy because you can trade disable and then deny everyone. But for the conventional, the typical player, facing a team that has Dunn Raw ranked up with other teammates that are really powerful, it's a tough thing. And even on the flip side, if you have Dunn Raw, even only at level 100, you can win a lot of battles regardless of how fast the enemy is. You know, put Dunn Raw on the team. It could be a level 130 Ruby. It can be a War Master. Everything gets directed towards Dunn Raw and you are free to wreak havoc. You know, just partner it up with a Trend Transfer monster if the enemy doesn't have an Anticipation monster. Such easy victories. So this is definitely a must-have monster. I would recommend, if you have the coins for this monster, I would recommend you get Dunn over any other monster you can. Over Hopkin, over Nabuline. Raw is definitely a must-have monster in the current meta of Monster Legends. With that being said, I'm not entirely sure what the cost is for this monster. I've seen it's upwards of 5,000 coins. So if you're like me who hasn't really been playing Monster Legends, unfortunately you're not going to be able to get her. There might still be a discount for Raw, but even with the discount, it's typically a 10% discount, and you're still looking at over 4,000, maybe over 4,500 maze coins, which actually might be possible. Well, for me, right now I'm talking from my perspective. I have 3,663 maze coins because I haven't really been playing as often as I normally do. So I really wish I could get Raw. I mean, I already have her, but I would love to rank her up. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to be passing on her. But for you guys, I definitely recommend you get Raw. And let's quickly talk about how to get maze coins because that's what everyone wonders. So if you click on the question mark on the top right hand side, it pretty much tells you all you need to know. You can get maze coins from 6 different activities. Collecting gold, which will yield 30 maze coins. Collecting food, which will yield 50. Feeding your monsters will give you 30. Fighting and winning in PvP, you'll get 15. Breeding and hatching, you'll get 50 and 50. So in total, you can get 225 maze coins every time you do these tasks. And you can do all of these tasks every 4 hours to get the maximum number of maze coins. So if you log into the game every 4 hours, you can get 225 maze coins every single 4 hours. So you can multiply that by as many times as you log into the game. If you log into the game 4 times a day, well, you'll get 900 maze coins per day. So then you can calculate how many maze coins you can have by the end of the event or by the time there's discounts. So with that being said, the best advice I could ever give anyone is just to basically do everything you're asked, right? I mean, everything is easy. You know, collecting food is easy. I like to plant the Black Lotus root, not the Black Lotus root. I like to plant the Blue Lizard's Tail, the one that takes 30 seconds. And then I do an something more expensive like the Winged Angel Beans, and typically when I collect, it'll take me 2 or 3 collections and I get all my 50 coins. Feeding is very easy. You feed a monster, maybe you'll exit out, you'll feed another monster, you'll exit out, you'll feed another monster. Just make sure you get all your 30 maze coins. Now, the easiest way to keep track is basically to breed a Thunder Eagle, because Thunder Eagle takes exactly 4 hours, and then on the other habitat, it can just be a Tree Zard, a Fire Zard, whatever it may be, and you'll typically get your 50 maze coins from doing that. Now, as you can see, I recently did a collection, so my Thunder Eagle is going to take 3 hours and 12 minutes before he hatches again. That means I really don't need to collect. I really don't need to collect gold. I really don't need to do any of that until 3 hours and 12 minutes pass. So if I exit out into the game and log back in, I can see how much time has passed. So that's pretty much the easiest way to go about the mazes. What I like about the mazes is that they are simple. Log into the game every 4 hours, do your 6 required tasks, and you're good to go. Also, it is recommended that you win your PvP battles. So what I always tell people is to put a really weak defense team. As you can see, I have common monsters on my defense team. It's so easy for me to lose, which means it's easy for me to win a revenge battle. And the reason you want to win those revenge battles is basically because every time you win a revenge battle, as you can see, I've won all of these, you get to spin the wheel. And when you spin the wheel, you get a chance to get 50 extra maze coins. And those maze coins do add up. Now, right now I see there's a Dunn Raw on defense. So I want to take it on just to showcase how powerful Dunn Raw is on defense, especially when partnered up with an extra trend monster. So especially when I don't have someone that has anticipation. So here's my super fast Ruby, level 130 Ruby, level 10 runes. Oh look, If I do Ruby Explosion, it all goes to Raw, so that didn't help. I can do Pain to get rid of it, but by then it's too late. I allowed Kihaku to get a turn in, Kihaku tried to deny, and my Cloud and my Sammy, they did get possessed. Now, I could do Total Exhaustion on the enemy Volt, but let's say I couldn't, right? Let's say I had no choice but to recharge. Let's see what would happen. Volt would attack Cloud, would attack my other monsters, 20k Volt, Cloud is close to dying, I lost to Cloud, I'm about to lose Sammy. Oh, fortunately that Voltic did not have enough stamina to keep attacking me. If not, I would have lost. And that's how powerful that level, even that level 100 Dunn Raw could be. Now let's try to actually still win this battle. Let's do lane odds. Landed a possession, landed a stun, oblation trap, ouch. Luckily Sammy has Sama Warrior. Let's hit it on Ruby. I can do total exhaustion. I will do total exhaustion. And I also have Ruby Explosion, and I think I'll win this battle. So fortunately I was still able to win. Keep in mind these were level 100 monsters, but I just wanted to showcase how powerful that Raw can be. And with that being said, going back to spinning the wheel, the reason you want to win all your battles is for this right here. If you spin the wheel, you'll be surprised how often you do get the 50 maze coins. And wow, here it is. Like, this wasn't planned or anything. Obviously, it's random. I got my 50 maze coins. So be sure to always win your PvP battles. Be sure to do them as often as you can, okay? So with that being said, that is the maze. Obviously, you guys want to know the costs. So let's quickly bring up the costs. I got all of these from the official Social Point Discord. So the first one is the cost for all the monsters, right? Here you can see the cost for every single monster in the maze. And let's primarily focus on the last two monsters, Hopkin and Nabuline, which are the must-have monsters. Between the two, I like them both, but between the two, I would say Nabuline is your must-have monster. Go for Nabuline. She only costs an extra, what, 800 maze coins? That can easily be gone with doing like 4 extra logins. So be sure to get Nabuline. We're assuming a 30% discount, by the way. Somewhere towards the middle of the game, Social Point will most likely have a 30% discount. The last discount tends to be a 10% or a 20%, I forget. But most of the time, you never need to look at a 0% discount because you should never be paying full price for these monsters. You should always try to capitalize on a discount. So basically, for those of you that are new to the game and don't know, Social Point will a lot of times do a discount on moves where, for example, right now, if I was to move Dunn Raw, it would cost 50 maze coins. Well, if there's a 10% discount, it would only cost 45 maze coins. If there's a 30% discount, it would only cost, what's 50 minus 15? It would only cost 35 maze coins. So you always want to capitalize on a discount. Going back to the costs, Hopkin, 13,505, Nabuline, 14,302, assuming a 30% discount. Most likely you're going to have some blend of a 10% discount and a 30% discount. So I imagine your cost will probably be a little over 14,000. That being said, based on previous example, based on the previous two mazes, it is definitely possible to get these monsters free to play if you're determined. Especially this past week, I think for, at least here in the United States, a lot of students have been in spring break. So if you are a student, hopefully you were able to maximize on your spring break and just do a bunch of logins. Log in 5 times a day, maybe 6 times a day. I don't know, and get yourself a good amount of maze coins. Now, of course, you might be using your maze coins to get Dunn Raw, in which case, hey, it's still, again, it's a fantastic monster, must-have monster, so don't be sad about that. Can you still get Nabuline? I think maybe, assuming when that discount is. You know, to use my own account as an example, I have 3,725 maze coins right now. Assuming for the next 10 days, well, we'll ignore that the event is still 10 days and 12 hours. Assuming for the next 10 days, I log in 4 times a day, I can get 9,000 maze coins, right? Because I get 900 every day. 900 times 10, that's 9,000. So that'll put me at 12,725. I imagine Social Point will probably have a maze coin happy hour, and I imagine Social Point will probably have another maze coin maze, which will put me at maybe around the 15,000 coin mark, which means it's still very possible for me to get Hopkin or Nabuline, assuming the 30% discount towards the end, or assuming I capitalize on the 30% discount and I also capitalize on a 10 or 20% discount. So I think there's still hope for me, and I'm actually going to be going for Hopkin myself. The reason I want to go for Hopkin is because of this limited time book, okay? If I go to page 4, this is the one I'm trying to complete. All I need to do is get Itsunami, and I will get 500 orbs, 25 elementium, and 60 Gorg cells, and he's a must-have monster. I really want Gorg. I already have Treatapog. He's crafting right now. The warrior is currently hatching. Hopkin, again, I need to get from the maze event, so I'll only need Itsunami. Assuming I get Hopkin, I'll be good to go. As for page 5, not even worth looking at. I cannot complete that page. So I really want to complete the 4th page, which involves me getting Hopkin. So I'm really going to be trying. I'm really going to give these next 10 days. I'm going to try to log in 4 times a day, maybe 5 times a day. And my objective is going to get Hopkin. But again, between the two, Nabuline is by far the superior monster. She is fantastic. She is probably the best Earth Denier. She's immune to control skills herself, so you can't deny her. She's incredibly fast, the fastest Earth Denier. She can apply double stun, and she can apply quicksand. She has a single target mega stun. She has a lot of stamina drain. She can 50% stamina drain AoE and apply stamina leak or stamina drain, whatever it's called. She can also single target 100% stamina drain. She can hold the staff relic and the trap relic. She is a fantastic monster. I recommend going for her over Hopkin if you're not trying to complete the 4th page. If you're trying to complete the 4th page and get yourself a Gorg, then definitely go for Hopkin. But again, Nabuline is by far the superior monster, and who knows, I might change my mind and actually get Nabuline. And let's quickly talk about the cost of getting these monsters at rank 1. So Hopkin, assuming a 30% discount, could cost as low as 14,637. So you have the choice between getting Nabuline, unranked, or Hopkin at rank 1. So that's kind of a funny thing, right? You would also get Hopkin at rank 2 for 16,000, rank 3 for 18,000, rank 4 for 22,000. Let's really quickly look at Nabuline. If you want Nabuline at rank 1, that's 15,400, rank 2 is 16,800, and the cost goes up and up. Now, again, this is assuming a 30% discount, which is not, it's never the last discount. So it might be a little more than that actual 30% discount mark. You might be looking to pay somewhere between the 30% and the 10%, because for sure you can get those 2 discounts, assuming the timing and everything works for you. So I would say be on the lookout on the Social Point official Discord for some announcement, or look at my channel for some announcement of the 30% discount, because last time they announced it a few hours in advance, and I was able to make a video informing everyone. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. But those are the costs. Again, for Dunn herself, I don't necessarily know the cost. I've heard it's over 5,000. If you wait for a 10% discount, you're looking at maybe 4,500-ish, because there are some maze coins on her paths. And at the end of the day, it really depends what you're after, right? I really recommend Nabuline. She's fantastic. Hopkin is a great support monster too. But between all 3 monsters, I would recommend you get Raw. She's only, in my personal opinion, she's the superior monster in the current maze. I'm honestly surprised they're giving her out, considering she was like a previous quest monster, like Clipium recently was. I am honestly surprised they're giving her out. Or like Gorg, sorry, like Gorg with the rabbit tails. I'm really surprised they're giving her out just like that. This video ended up being a little longer than I would have liked, so I think it's going to be an exclusively Dwarven Mines Maze video with costs and Dunn and everything, and then I'll just make a separate video talking about everything else going on in Monster Legends. If not, this is going to be a 20+ minute video. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments below, who are you going for? Did you already get Raw? Do you know the actual cost of Raw? If you do, let me know in the comments below. Anything else you have to say about this maze event, what monsters go for, whatever questions or thoughts you may have, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.